ArsenalFanTV, DT, very disappointing today. Didn't play very well, but still right at the end, a couple of chances for Lacazette. He came on, he got the gilt-edged one right at the end. I thought he had gone in. We was just about to jump up, but it went wide and sort of summed up the game today. We just weren't in it.
Before I get started on the game, right, I've got something to say about Alex Iwobi. Yeah? He needs to fix his fucking attitude up. Did you watch what he did at the end of the game?
No.
When the players come over to thank the fans and everything, there was obviously someone in his family in the corporate bit. And he was waving at them and saying, ring me, ring me, ring. What are you doing? You're standing in front of us. We're fucking fuming as it is because we've just lost. And you're interested in talking to whoever. Ring me. Fuck off. Attitude stinks. And if his dad comes to speak to us again, I'll fucking tell him as well.
And the game?
Absolute bollocks. I said before the game I could see why he played El Neni, but it would show whether it worked or not. All we did was invite pressure. Sat deep, invited pressure. Attack is the best form of defence. We're excellent in attack. But we didn't utilise it until the last 10 minutes. Too little, too late.
There was no, there was no service though for the attackers. No. I felt sorry for the guys playing up front today, but we just weren't getting the ball to them.
But you know what? By putting El Neni there and dropping so deep, what it did, it affected everything in front of us. Mkhitaryan had to stay on the left-hand side. He couldn't float around and do what he normally does and why he was so effective last week. Mesut Ozil had to stay on the right-hand side and couldn't float about. The moment they got a bit of licence and a bit of freedom in that last 10 minutes, we were cutting them apart. And if we would have got a goal, we'd have been lucky. We'd have snatched a point and we'd have come away with a robbery.
Did those two players that you just mentioned give enough protection to the guys behind them? Time and time again, you just saw Tottenham players through on Bellerin 2-on-1 situations. Did they give enough protection to him?
No. Simple as that. No protection at all. We were exposed constantly. How many times have we sat here doing interviews and say, what was said at half time? Okay, I looked at it and I thought, opening 10 minutes, we looked quite all right. Half time, I sat there and thought, we look quite comfortable. Harry Kane had a chance where I don't know whether the linesman was flagging for offside or a goal kick. But apart from that, they never really opened us up. And I thought, okay, we'll get in at half time. We'll come out with a lot different team. Yeah, we did come out a different team. We were even more shit. And Tottenham were just opening us up. It's as simple as that, you've got to admit it. They were opening us up and they should have been 3-4 before Lacazette even had the chance. You look at Lacazette, he doesn't look like he's playing with any confidence whatsoever. Whose fault's that? Simple. I said to you about the protests, they were the wrong time. We need to wait until February. When we start
February.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. We need to
February
wait.
Last week as well.
No, but what I'm saying, these run of games with Spurs, Cup final, the Europa League and everything else. Then we see where we sit. You look at that today and we had a Aubameyang, we had a Mkhitaryan, and again, the tactics were wrong. Again, the way the team went out were wrong. And there's only one person that you can blame for the way that we're set up, and that's the manager.
So because we should have been on the front foot right from the...
I sat there and had previews with you this week, and you said, but maybe we should put this player in or that player because we should. And I said to you, Robbie, no, because we cannot defend. We're not like a Manchester United. We can't set up like a Mourinho defensive-wise where they will shut up shop for 90 minutes.
I didn't say put El Neni in. I said put.
No.
I said Ramsey and Wilshere, but obviously there was the injury.
You said about Iwobi and the Lacazette thing, and you said maybe we should add someone in there as more protection. And I said to you, no.
But you could see today there was no protection. When we lost the ball in midfield, they were straight through on our defence time after time.
Why?
Because the players playing out wide never ever got back.
No, because we were playing a game that we were not comfortable with. We're not a defensive team. We're not. Play to your strengths. Send Spurs back the other way and them on the back foot. When we did do that in the last 10 minutes, right, for 80 minutes, that Sanchez looked excellent. Commanding, imposing, comfortable. In that last 10 minutes, he was all over the shop. But we didn't do that until it was too late. That's what I'm saying. If we would have played on the front foot and played to our strength, I've no doubt we would have caused a lot more problems and would have probably won today.
No St Tottenham's Day this year for sure. We're not going to finish above them now, are we? You know
what? As an Arsenal fan, St Tottenham's Day is just a bit of a fun and games for me. I've got bigger things to worry about. I want to win titles. I want to win Champions Leagues. And the only way we're going to do that is by change of management, with change of mindset, with a change of mentality. And we need to start. Petr Cech, my fucking God. Do you know how many nightmares he gave me today in that game? That position needs to be changed. Hector Bellerin, he's our only recognised right back, and he's not good enough. He sits there before the game in the warm-up, practice crossing, but then when the game starts, he doesn't cross. Centre-backs, there's no organisation, there's nothing. They're flying around the pitch, and do you feel confident? No. We need to get a couple of centre-backs in. One real centre-back that's going to last for a long time, you know, and it's going to be the dominant figure for a long period of time. And a central defensive midfielder. The rest around, no problem with. As I said, we can attack. It's that side of our game. And we need a manager with a mindset that when we have to set up defensively, and we do need to play counter-attack, and that's what we need, another manager, because Wenger's not set up to do that. So we're going to have to take our medicine. We're going to have to walk away from here. We're going to have to listen to them thinking that they're the biggest club in North London, but they're not. It's as simple as that. But it's a bad day at the office, and we fucking move on to -18 or whatever the fuck it is over in Sweden on Thursday.